World. What do you mean encoder and overloaded? You're not even playing the thing yet. All right. Ah, okay. What? Nah, I'm all right. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, dang, waddle, bing, bang, ooh, ee. Yes, yes, sure, what? God, can I turn on this music? God damn. E ooh ah ah ching ching waddle bing bang ooh e ooh ah ah. Why is the encoder overloaded? E ooh ah ah ching ching waddle. Ting tang, waddle bing bang ooh e ooh ah ah. Hello, game?
Embarking on a new career is always exciting.
Ooh ah ah ting tang, waddle bing bang ooh. Actually, I better turn that music off just in case.
Today you're joining the list of people who work on the railways, keeping the world's people and cargo running smoothly. There's a lot to learn, but you'll be taking it step by step. Let's start by looking around. Find each of the markers.
No.
Before you get to the trains, take a quick tour of the facility here and
God,
learn
I played a
basics
game
of moving
before. I
around
don't
on
need
foot.
Big and strong. How do I? I'm trying to get out of full screen so I can look at chat. Screen. Be serious. Just a heads up, I'm at work, so I have to look. That's okay, Mighty.
Your current objective is shown in the top left of the screen. You've just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience level for the game. This is one of the many route tasks you can discover. Keep an eye out for other tasks that will ask you to place, collect, or fix a variety of things. Walk over to the... You can pause at any point to review objectives and a lot of other information.
I'm going to turn off motion blur because it's actually hurting my eyes. Dee-da-dee-da-do. Dee-dee-dee-dee-da-do. Dee-da-dee-da-do-do. Dee-da-dee-da-do.
At the moment. Try it now and then return to the game after you've had a look round. Now that you've covered some of the basics of moving around and interacting with the environment, let's take a walk through the building and find the trains. This is Central Square. From here you can explore the main training centre depot and surrounding yards. Your journey operating trains is just getting started here at the training centre. Remember, you can always come back here from the main menu to refresh your knowledge if you're unsure about anything.
Pink.
In this training module, you will be learning to drive the CTC-3 control trailer coach. You will need to set the generator field. You're ready to open the doors.
Huh?
While you're loading, set up the brakes. Release the brakes.
Um, um, why are we not going? Where am I? How do I get back to the driver's seat? What did I mess up? Sander? There's so many buttons and dials to fuck with. Why isn't the train moving? Oh. What have I done wrong? Hello, instructor guy. I would like you to chime the fuck back in and tell me how I'm being dumb. Uh, it told me to hit this and it's not doing anything.
In this training module, you're going to learn how to make a train move and then bring it to a stop. For this exercise, you'll be using a British Class 323 electric multiple unit. It's a great train to get started with as the controls are quite straightforward. This module will get you used to the feel of the train and its controls. While many trains have different controls and are operated in different ways, there are basically always 3 controls that are common and are required to move the train. The reverser chooses the direction you're going to move in. It often has 4 positions: off, forward, neutral, and reverse. The brakes are used to slow or stop the train. There are potentially multiple braking systems you can find in different trains, and you can read more about that in other sections of the training center. For now, the Class 323 has a very simple braking
So just
system.
go into like the normal mode and then just wing it.
The throttle controls how fast the train accelerates. In this train, the throttle and brakes are controlled by a combined
Yeah, I think I might do that. I might just like fiddle. Never mind. Please mind.
In this training module, you'll learn about the on-screen overlay known as the heads-up display, or HUD.
It's a way of going back a step. What was the one I was just driving?
In this training module, you're going to learn how to make a train move and then bring it to a stop.
Chat is going well.
You'll be using a British Class 323 electric multiple unit. It's a great train to get started with as the controls are quite straightforward. This module will get you used to the feel of the train and its controls. While many trains have different controls and are operated in different ways, there are basically always 3 controls that are common and are required to move the train. The reverser chooses the direction you're going to move in.
I'm just going to sit here patiently and wait for him to stop yapping.
Neutral, and reverse. The brakes are used to slow or stop the train. There are potentially multiple braking systems you can find in different trains, and you can read more about that in other sections of the training center. For now, the Class 323 has a very simple braking system. The throttle controls how fast the train accelerates. In this train, the throttle and brakes are controlled by a combined power and brake handle. Moving the handle in one direction will apply power. The middle position is neutral and does nothing, and then the other range applies the brakes. You will find in some other trains that the throttle and brakes are on separate handles. Before you go any further, set the headlights for daytime running and ensure the tail lights are off.
And then tail lights off.
We want to move the train forwards, so set the reverser to the forwards position. Now pull the combined power and brake handle towards you to release the brakes and apply power. In the bottom right and in the center of the speedometer gauge, you can see a little ball. This is the accelerometer and will move up or down to indicate whether you're speeding up or slowing down.
Game, you kind of haven't taught me how to... Is it straightforward? Did I just completely miss what you told me? Mr. Trainer, would you like to explain how to start the thing? Hi, Snail. Oh.
Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move the throttle control back to the center position.
We're playing a game about trains.
When it comes to stopping trains, the specifics of each train can be quite different. However, the basic process is fundamentally the same. Bring this train to a complete stop by moving the power brake handle in. The amount of braking you will need to apply also varies depending on whether you're going uphill or downhill and how heavy your train is. Knowing
Has
the
game
right
been
amount to
good?
apply will come with practice and experience. Stopping a train is one of the biggest challenges of controlling it, particularly stopping it in the right place. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Sure, let's go and do it in a bullet train. How much is that DLC? Yeah, not exactly cheap. I got the game. I've got this game. I keep forgetting the songs in the playlist.
You've just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience.
No.
This is one of many interactives to be discovered, but not all of them will be as easy to find as this one.
Ah, we're in Paris. Feel me home. Wake me up inside. Wake up again. Save me. Save me from the dawn. 4, 2, 1. Oh, come on, save me.
You can pause the experience at any point and review previous and current objectives. Check it out now and then return to the game when ready.
Wait a minute, there's an upstairs? What?
A lot of time will be spent operating. A heads-up display has appeared on the right-hand side of the screen. This is a guide to what the train is doing. This is the speed display. The current speed will be represented by a moving bar. The red marker indicates the current maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate forward, reverse, and neutral directions. This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power control is in. These are the brake indicators. They show the state of the various brake systems, allowing independent management of them. In the top right are the signal and speed limit displays. These feature an indication of what is approaching and a countdown distance to when they will come into effect. Some of these displays can be hidden via the settings menu for a more challenging experience.
Hell no.
This train is ready to go. Push the indicated handle all the way forward to get moving. Marseille-Saint-Charles station is a major terminal station in the second largest city in France, connecting high-speed rail, including international services with local regional trains.
Yeah, no, I'm sort of Snail, I'm kind of obsessed with Eurobeat versions of songs now. I literally like look up, think of a song, and I literally went, "Is there a Eurobeat version?" He told me to do something. I wasn't paying attention.
Train Sim World 2 allows you to ride and drive from an internal and You've only explored a small area here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy.
Vous voici à la gare de Marseille-Saint-Charles.
Welcome to the beautiful south of France. Climb aboard the modern high-speed express TGV duplex train. Travel at speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour using the TVM 430 onboard signaling system to move swiftly and safely. Drive from Marseille via Aix-en-Provence to Avignon. Along the way, don't forget to place route maps, hang TGV posters, restock first aid points, apply no trespassing signs, and repair broken cabinets. This is the LGV Méditerranée high-speed line.
Mediterranean. I know how to drive the trains now. Like, can I just drive the train? I want to go with that more complicated one again. encoder is overloaded. I don't know why. Okay.
In this training module, you will be taken through the basics of understanding ATC, Automatic Train Control, and ACSES, Advanced Civil Speed Enforcement System.
Hello? Full service.
ATC and ACSES work together to relay signal aspects and speed restrictions to the equipment in the cab. You should always follow in-cab signaling, even if you have not enabled enforcement. Now that ATC and ACSES enforcement has been enabled, penalties may be applied if speed limits are violated or if system alarms are not properly acknowledged. Now, let's take a look at the in-cab equipment. All relevant information pertaining to ATC and ACSES will be displayed on the SDU speed display unit.
Where?
Most of your information will be displayed in this SDU. The speed limit indicator on the SDU displays the current ATC or ACSES aspect, depending on which is illuminated.
I just came here to drive trains.
Below that is a speedometer. You should always adhere to the lowest of these two speeds, even if enforcement isn't enabled. Let's get moving and see how ATC and ACSES will enforce speed limit changes. The SDU is currently showing the track speed limit, which must not be exceeded. The alerter will sound periodically if certain controls are not interacted with. When this happens, you must acknowledge the alerter or penalty braking will be applied. If a penalty brake application occurs, recover control of the train by setting the brake handle to suppression or greater and acknowledging the alarm. Once at or below the required speed, the brakes can be released. This is called a running release.
Shit is complicated. Now we can cook with some gas.
The SDU is currently displaying a clear aspect, meaning that you are able to proceed, not exceeding the maximum authorized speed. The onboard computer keeps track of the train's position and calculates a safe braking curve for upcoming ACSES speed restrictions.
Oh god, this game certainly is running. God damn.
The next signal is displaying a less favorable aspect than clear. When passing this point, the cab signal aspect...
God damn, what's eating all my fucking RAM? Do I have to Alright, what the fuck is eating all my RAM? You know, maybe I might invest in those RAM sticks that those two keep on telling me. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn down the graphics a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to turn down the graphics a little bit because it's literally all of my fucking RAM. God, I do love it when I have to individually click all of the options. You know, I don't care about other trains. Give it a sec. Goddamn. Fucking 6.1 thousand megabytes just to run a RAM to run this game. Goddamn, this is a thirsty game. I honestly couldn't care about foliage. Kind of air. Not gonna be looking at the sky. Fuck fog.
Will change in order to conform.
You're running smoother now?
The ACSES onboard computer keeps track of the train's current position and calculates a safe braking curve for upcoming speed restrictions. If the braking curve is ever violated, ACSES initiates a penalty brake application. Overspeeding may result in a penalty brake application. Always adhere to the maximum authorized speed. ACSES allows for operating up to 3 miles per hour over the maximum authorized speed. Any higher and an alarm will sound. If this occurs, you have 8 seconds to reduce your speed before a penalty brake application. If the maximum authorized speed is exceeded by 6 miles per hour or more, an immediate penalty brake application will occur. Remember, always adhere to the maximum authorized speed shown on the SDU, even if ACSES enforcement is disabled. Failure to do so may create unsafe conditions on the line. As an engineer in training, you should operate a few miles per hour below the maximum authorized speed. This will give you enough of a buffer to reliably avoid speeding penalties and react to speed reductions.
God damn, this game runs like crap. I think I overshot it. Unlock the doors. What button is that? Because on the other train it was you. Uh, uh, Uh. Uh. Hmm. How do I control the doors? Do I have to do this manually or what? I'm 90% sure I'm doing this wrong. I won't be driving this road again. This train fucking sucks.
That covers the basics of the ATC and ACSES safety systems. You can always replay this training module if you need a refresher on these topics.
the game might have crashed. Hmm. Game's struggling to load just a tiny bit. Did my thing pop up? Just chat. Tell me how your day was. Well, how your day was or is going. All right, seeing as it wasn't YouTube music that's causing the lag, I'm just gonna. I would like to get back to. Uh-oh. It's struggling. My PC is struggling.
In this training module, you will be learning to drive the CTC-5 control trailer coach. Set the reverser to forward. This controls the direction of travel.
Too quiet for my liking.
You're ready to open the doors. Use the throttle to apply some power and get moving.
Oh, I can. Anything. Full throttle. So how do I brake? Please guide me.
Now you've built up some speed. You can start coasting. On level grades, you can coast to maintain your speed, reducing energy consumption and stress on the motors. When coasting, always remain vigilant of the grade, as changes could cause the train to speed up or slow down. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force. You are approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force.
Go. Okay, I'm learning how to... Why am I not going? Brakes are off. Uh... No. Why is the key out? Move. Yeah, James.
Nice work. The train has safely... Good job. That concludes all of the basics of operating this control trailer coach.
I gotta go.